Facebook, and YouTube. So it hit me this morning when I was on my way to the grocery store that I need to do a tattoo etiquette video. And so here I am doing a tattoo etiquette video. Now, what we're going to discuss in this video are things that are my opinion, which I'm sure I'm probably speaking for most of the tattoo public as well. Just things that, things that you should and shouldn't do when it comes to approaching somebody with tattoos or when you're going to get a tattoo as a patron. And once again, this is just my opinion alone. Just mine. So, you may agree or not. But anyway, the very first thing I want to talk about is one thing that's really annoying, and it should be a no-brainer to people, but, it's not. It's when I am at the store, and this happens at Speedway a lot. I will be checking out at Speedway, and this has happened to me a lot, more than once, I'll say, for sure. And I'll be standing there checking out, and the next thing you know, I feel somebody, gently mind you, but still, intrusively pull my wrist towards them, and then when I look around, they're like, I love that tattoo, man. Where'd you get that done at? Okay. Please, do not touch me, and do not just reach over and touch anybody that's tattooed. Just because there are pictures on someone doesn't make them a book that you are free to pick up and start browsing through, okay? If you had a big mole that had caught my attention, I wouldn't go up and start picking at it just because, it was there and I was interested in seeing a closer look of it. So don't touch me, because one of these days you might be the person that is the straw that breaks the camel's back, and I may punch you in your face hole. So please don't do that. That's rude. That is extremely rude, okay? Now, number 2. Another thing that bothers me is when people, and I'm sure everybody's tattooed heard this a million times, when people will ask you questions, dumb questions like, what made you get all those tattoos? Why do you have those tattoos? That is the dumbest question I've ever heard, and what's even dumber is I don't even have an answer for that, other than, I don't know, I like them. Hello? What is the correct answer? And, a lot of times, most of the time, most is everywhere. Most of the time, it will be like an older person, nothing against the old folks, but it will be an older person. Wow. I have a frog in my throat. Most of the time, it will be somebody older, and, there is never going to be a correct answer for them as to why I got all these tattoos. So, my answer usually is, I don't know, I like them. And I'll just leave it at that. But just don't do that, because, it's annoying. I don't, ask people, why are you wearing that shirt? That's ridiculous. Okay, moving on. Another thing I like to touch on is, just because you have tattoos, people automatically assume a lot of times, not all the time, but quite often, that you also do tattoos. And they don't bother to ask if you do tattoos. They just automatically come up and start asking you how, they can have a botched tattoo fixed, or, asking your opinion on it. And my husband is a tattoo artist, Chad Webb at Southern Steel, 4328282. That's a little plug. But anyway, it's even worse because people that know me as his wife, they will come up to me in the middle of Walmart and start disrobing themselves and showing me their crappy tattoo that they want covered up and asking me, well, how much would charge to have this Jailhouse Grim Reaper back here covered up? I have no idea. I do not make the prices. I do not work there. My husband does. And I will, most of the time, kindly give them the number there and tell them that they can call down there and make an appointment to be seen or have a consultation or something, because I don't know. And I think a lot of people, even if they're married to somebody that does tattoos or not, when you have tattoos, people automatically assume that you know everything there is to know about tattoos. I have no idea. All I know is I pick what I want and I get it done and I wear them. That's it. That's all I know. That's all I can tell you. Another very annoying thing is when people say, what are you going to do when you're 80? Like 80 years old and you have those tattoos? I had to give a really blank dumb stare just then, because that's how dumb that question is. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to do the exact same thing that you're going to be doing when you're 80. Alright? Okay, are we clear on that one? Nothing's going to be different. You're going to be old. I'm going to be old. That's basically it. We're going to be old. I'm going to have tattoos. You're not. And that's it. Dumbest question ever. And, that one I think is subsiding a little bit. Because people are getting the point that is like the world's dumbest question ever to ask somebody with tattoos. So, it doesn't even deserve an answer. It's so dumb. So, anyhow. Okay. Now, let's move on quickly to tattoo etiquette when you are a patron going in to get a tattoo. Now, and like I said, my husband is a tattoo artist, and he is the kindest person in the world, the most friendly guy ever. These are all my opinions. These are my opinions as someone that goes and gets tattoos, and how I believe that you should handle yourself when you're going to do that. Once you pick, the proper artist for you, which is always important. If you want to go in and talk to them first before you go in and get tattooed, and go in a couple of times, watch them work, see what they're all about. That's a good idea. That's fine. Smart thing to do. Research a little bit. It's going on you for the rest of your life. But here's the thing. I think when you go to get a tattoo, especially if you know the person, I know that it's okay to ask for a little discount. Oh, can you give me a good deal on this? And because tattoos are expensive. But look, these guys and gals are trying to make a living too. Just because they love what they do doesn't mean that they're just doing this for the fun of it. It's very meticulous work. It's very hard and straining on their eyes. I mean, they're giving you 110% of that very moment is dedicated to you. You know what I mean? It's not a game. It's not fun. It's not bouncing a ball back and forth to one another. I mean, it's serious business. They're making sure that you are A, safe, and B, that you are getting taken care of, in a proper manner and getting what you're wanting and what you're paying for. So that's what you're paying for. And this is something you're going to have the rest of your life. So getting a good deal is one thing, but kind of hammering it to the ground trying to get something for nothing, come on now, that's not cool. And this is coming from the biggest cheapskate in the world, so, okay? So anyway, just, kind of just be mindful of your artists because, they work really hard. And, they take their job home with them, too, because when we go out in public and we're trying to, get a bite to eat, on the rare occasion that we do get to, go shopping together or whatever, that's like our private time. And, we will have 500 people walking up. Hey, man, look how good this healed. And, oh, I can't wait to get my next one. And, my husband in particular, and I know everybody that he works with does the same thing. They stop no matter where they're at, whether with their families or not, whether they're busy in a hurry, and they talk to those clients no matter where they are. And they give that extra special time. So, just like I said, just kind of be mindful when you go in. But, these guys are working really, and gals, are working really hard for you. Okay? Okay. And I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, and when you go get a tattoo, and I'm just saying, I'm just trying to think if I were an artist, how I would feel. Just for instance, let's say if you're getting your hands tattooed. It's just a random for instance. Okay, let's say you go eat because, you should eat. Make sure you have been eating and got your stomach full before you go get tattooed because, you don't want to be in there with your blood sugar dropping to the ground and passing out and all that crazy stuff. So let's say you go for a bite to eat, and you come back and you're ready to get your tattoo. If you've been out eating a big old oniony cheeseburger and you're getting a hand tattoo, you might want to make sure you wash the hands, which obviously, they're going to be sterilizing the area where they're tattooing. But if you, have some little onion niblets under your nails and stuff, come on now. Nobody needs to be smelling all that while they're trying to work on you. I think of that stuff all the time. I don't know if they even think about that, but I would. I definitely would. You want to make sure your hygiene's up to par and stuff because, that's a close contact kind of deal. And you want to make sure, you're mindful of that. And I've said mindful like a million times. Anyway, though, I guess the whole point of this is to let people know that, just have respect for one another. And just because somebody has tattoos doesn't give you the right to make rude comments and ask them dumb questions and act like they're some kind of alien. Because, honestly, tattooed people are probably at this point equal to or actually the scale might be teetering a little towards more tattooed people in this world now. So many people are getting them. And on top of that, I will guarantee you, to you people that think tattoos are trashy and make you a dime store hood and I'm willing to bet you $1 million that all the people that you look up to, all these fancy people that are in these, high-fluting jobs, willing to guarantee you that at least one of them has a little sneaky tramp stamp somewhere, or a big old back piece hiding underneath that big scooch. Okay? So just remember that. Okay, I think I'm done. I have rambled on and on. Like I said, these are only my opinions. You know, you may think I'm completely stupid or wrong, and that's up to you because you're entitled to your opinion as well. But just be mindful, again, mindful, and be respectful, and I think that's it. So, go get you a tattoo.